Have you ever found yourself in a crowded room, yet felt an overwhelming wave of sadness that wasn't your own? A silent cry for help from a stranger across the way that only your heart could hear. This experience, this profound and often confusing sensitivity, is not a flaw in your design. It is the first whisper of a sacred calling, a question stirring in the very depths of your soul. Are you meant to be a healer? This path is not one that is chosen lightly, for it is often paved with personal trials and a deep understanding of suffering. But it is a journey that holds the power to mend not only the world around you, but the very fabric of your own existence. It is a recognition that your deepest wounds are not meant to be scars of shame, but maps that can guide others out of their own darkness, a testament to the resilient power of the human spirit to not only survive, but to transform pain into a beacon of profound and illuminating light. You carry a weight that often feels as though it doesn't belong to you, an invisible mantle of emotions absorbed from the world. In conversations, you hear the unspoken words, the hidden fears, and the quiet desperations that lie beneath the surface of casual chat. This isn't mere intuition. It is a deep, resonant empathy that allows you to feel the energetic blueprint of another person's soul. You are the friend everyone turns to, the stranger who receives life stories in a grocery line, because your very presence communicates a sense of safety and unconditional acceptance, making you a natural sanctuary for the weary and the wounded. This constant influx of emotional data can be utterly exhausting, leaving you feeling drained and isolated in your unique perception of the world, wondering why you feel everything so intensely, so personally, and so deeply. This profound sensitivity has likely been a part of you for as long as you can remember, making you feel like an outsider looking in. While others seem to navigate the world with a thick skin, you felt everything: the joy in a bird's song, the sorrow in a wilting flower, the tension in a silent room. You were told you were too sensitive, too emotional, or that you needed to toughen up. This feedback from the world likely caused you to build walls around your heart, to question the validity of your own feelings, and to see your greatest gift as your most debilitating weakness. You may have spent years trying to numb this innate ability, to fit into a world that seemed to operate on a completely different frequency, all the while feeling a deep sense of displacement, as if you were a traveler far from a home you couldn't quite remember but desperately longed for. The truth, however, is that this profound sensitivity is not a curse, but a qualification. It is the essential sensory tool of a true healer. Your life hasn't been a series of random misfortunes or a testament to being broken. It has been a meticulously designed spiritual curriculum. The struggles you have faced, the pain you have endured, and the darkness you have navigated were not meant to destroy you. They were your initiation, the crucible in which your spirit was forged and your healing abilities were awakened. The reason you feel everything so deeply is because you are wired to transmute it. You are not meant to simply carry the pain of the world. You are designed to transform it, to act as an alchemist of the soul who can turn leaden sorrow into golden wisdom and compassion. Now let us embark on a journey to understand the intricate path of the healer, to illuminate the signs that have been present in your life all along. The first and most undeniable sign is that of the empathic sponge. You don't just sympathize with others, you literally feel their emotions coursing through your own body as if they were your own. This can manifest as sudden mood swings that mirror those of the people around you, or even physical symptoms that have no medical explanation, but align perfectly with the ailments of a loved one. This ability is your primary diagnostic tool, allowing you to understand the root of suffering without a single word being spoken. It is a powerful gift, but one that requires immense self-awareness and energetic management to wield without becoming a perpetual victim of emotional contagion and burnout. Another clear indicator of the healer's path is your role as a magnet for the broken and the lost. From a young age, people have instinctively sought you out to share their deepest secrets and most painful experiences. There is something in your energy, a non-judgmental and compassionate vibration, that makes others feel safe enough to be vulnerable. You may have found yourself playing the role of the amateur therapist for friends, family, and even complete strangers, offering guidance and comfort that seems to flow through you from a source of wisdom far beyond your years. This isn't a coincidence. It is the universe actively bringing you those who are in need of your specific energetic signature, providing you with constant opportunities to practice and refine your innate healing gifts, even before you consciously recognize them as such. A profound and unbreakable connection to nature is a hallmark of the healer's soul. You find more solace in a quiet forest than in a bustling city, more clarity in the rhythm of the ocean waves than in any self-help book. The natural world is not just a place of beauty for you, it is a source of immense healing and energetic replenishment. You may feel a deep kinship with animals, who often seem drawn to your gentle presence, and you may feel a sense of responsibility for the well-being of the planet itself. This is because healers are intrinsically linked to the life force energy, or prana, that flows through all living things. Nature is your church, your sanctuary, and your primary source for grounding and clearing the dense energies you absorb from others, a vital practice for maintaining your own well-being. Consider the concept of the wounded healer, an archetype that suggests those who have suffered the most have the greatest capacity to heal others. Your own journey has likely been marked by significant challenges, traumas, or periods of intense, emotional, or physical pain. This is not a sign of karmic punishment, it is the sacred training ground for your soul's purpose. Having walked through the fire yourself, you understand the landscape of despair, the nuances of grief, and the courage it takes to rise from the ashes. Your past wounds become a source of profound empathy and authentic understanding, allowing you to hold space for others with a depth and sincerity that someone who has not suffered simply cannot replicate. Your scars are not symbols of damage, but luminous credentials of your healing mastery. Healers often experience a unique set of physical sensitivities that go beyond the norm. You may have a low tolerance for loud noises, harsh lighting, or large, chaotic crowds. These environments can feel like a psychic assault, overwhelming your finely tuned nervous system with too much sensory and energetic data. You might also be highly sensitive to certain foods, chemicals, or even the energy of a particular room, feeling drained or unwell for reasons that others don't seem to notice. This is not hypochondria, it is a physical manifestation of your energetic awareness. Your body is a highly calibrated instrument, a barometer that registers the subtle energies of your surroundings, urging you to seek out environments of peace, harmony, and high vibrational frequency to maintain your equilibrium. From a young age, you have likely felt like an old soul, possessing a sense of wisdom and perspective that seems to transcend your chronological age. You were the child who asked profound questions about life and death, who felt the weight of the world's problems, and who offered surprisingly insightful advice to the adults around you. This innate wisdom is a sign that your soul has gathered a great deal of experience across many lifetimes, often choosing roles centered around service, guidance, and healing. You don't need to be taught compassion, it is the very essence of your being. This inherent maturity can sometimes lead to a sense of loneliness or detachment from your peers, as you may find their interests and concerns to feel trivial compared to the deeper calling you feel within your spirit. You are a natural peacemaker, instinctively driven to mediate conflicts and restore harmony in your environment. The presence of anger, discord, or injustice feels physically uncomfortable to you, like a grating noise that disrupts your inner peace. You often find yourself in the middle of disagreements, not to take sides, but to build bridges of understanding and compassion between opposing parties. You have a unique ability to see all perspectives of a situation, which allows you to offer solutions that are fair and healing for everyone involved. This drive for harmony is a reflection of your soul's purpose, to be a conduit for divine love and unity, helping to mend the energetic fractures in relationships, families, and communities, and to remind others of their shared humanity and interconnectedness. Your dream life is often vivid, rich with symbolism, and profoundly intuitive. Dreams are a primary communication channel for the healer, a space where your higher self and spirit guides can offer guidance, clarity, and healing. You may have prophetic dreams that offer glimpses of the future, or visitation dreams where you connect with loved ones who have passed on. Often, you will process not only your own subconscious material, but also the energetic issues of others in your sleep, waking up with a clear understanding of a friend's problem or a solution to a conflict. Paying close attention to your dreams and perhaps even keeping a dream journal can become an invaluable tool for your path, providing a direct line to the wisdom of the universe and the deeper currents of your soul's journey. A persistent and undeniable calling to be of service is the foundational pillar of the healer's path. This may not manifest as a desire for a specific career, but rather as a deep, underlying ache to alleviate suffering and contribute to the greater good of humanity. You may feel a pull towards helping professions like nursing, counseling, or teaching, but this calling can also express itself through art, music, activism, or simply by being a compassionate presence in the lives of those around you. This is not a desire born of ego or a need for recognition. It is a soul-level imperative, a fundamental aspect of your spiritual DNA. The greatest sense of fulfillment and purpose you will ever find will come from answering this call and allowing your life to be an instrument of healing in the world. The path of the healer is not a monolithic one. It is a multifaceted diamond with many expressions. Some are called to be emotional healers, possessing the incredible gift of holding space for others to process deep-seated trauma, grief, and fear. You are a safe harbor in an emotional storm, able to listen without judgment and guide others back to their own inner strength and resilience. Your primary tools are your compassionate heart, your intuitive listening skills, and your ability to validate the emotional experiences of others, helping them to release stored pain and rediscover a sense of wholeness. You understand that true healing is not about fixing someone, but about empowering them to access the wellspring of healing that already exists within them. Others are destined to be physical healers, drawn to working with the body as a gateway to the soul. This can manifest through traditional medical fields, but often with a holistic perspective that honors the mind-body-spirit connection. It can also lead you to explore alternative modalities like massage therapy, acupuncture, Reiki, or other forms of energy work. You may find that your hands become warm or tingle when you are around someone in pain, a sign that healing energy is naturally flowing through you. You understand that physical ailments are often manifestations of energetic imbalances or emotional blockages, and you are gifted at helping to release these blockages and restore the body's natural state of vibrant health and equilibrium. The path of the spiritual healer is one of guidance and illumination. You are here to help others remember their divine nature and connect with their higher purpose. You act as a guide, a spiritual mentor who helps people navigate their own awakening journeys, make sense of their spiritual experiences, and align their lives with their soul's true calling. You may be drawn to teaching meditation, leading spiritual circles, or working as an intuitive reader or astrologer. Your role is not to provide all the answers, but to ask the right questions and to hold up a mirror that reflects back to others their own inner light, wisdom, and power, empowering them to become the conscious creators of their own reality. There are also those who are called to be environmental healers, whose purpose is deeply intertwined with the well-being of Mother Earth. You feel the pain of the planet as your own, the pollution of the oceans, the destruction of the forests, the suffering of the animal kingdom. You are drawn to activism, conservation, or practices like shamanism that honor the sacredness of the natural world. Your healing work involves mending the energetic grid of the planet, creating sacred spaces, and teaching others how to live in a more harmonious and sustainable relationship with the Earth. You understand that humanity's healing is inseparable from the healing of the planet, and you are a dedicated guardian of all of its sacred life. The creative healer channels divine energy through art, music, writing, and other forms of creative expression. Your work is not just for entertainment, it is medicine for the soul. The melodies you compose can soothe an anxious heart, the stories you write can validate a hidden pain, and the images you create can awaken a dormant spiritual truth within the viewer. You are a conduit for beauty and inspiration, transforming raw emotion and universal archetypes into tangible forms that have the power to uplift, transform, and heal on a collective level. Your creativity is your sacred service, a way of weaving light and hope into the fabric of the world, reminding others of the profound beauty that exists even in the midst of darkness and despair. To walk this path authentically, you must confront one of its most significant challenges: the pervasive risk of energy depletion and burnout. Because you give so freely of your own life force energy, you can easily become drained, exhausted, and overwhelmed. It is absolutely essential for you to understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Learning the art of energetic self-care is not a luxury, it is a fundamental requirement of your calling. You must develop a rigorous practice of cleansing your energy field, replenishing your reserves, and knowing when to say no. Without this discipline, you risk becoming ineffective as a healer and may even develop physical or emotional ailments as a result of carrying too much energetic baggage from others. A crucial aspect of this journey is embracing the archetype of the wounded healer in its fullest sense, which means dedicating yourself to your own healing above all else. Your unhealed traumas, limiting beliefs, and shadow aspects will inevitably be projected onto those you're trying to help if they are not consciously addressed. Your personal healing journey is your most important training. It is through the courageous act of facing your own demons, integrating your own shadows, and learning to love yourself unconditionally that you gain the wisdom, integrity, and energetic clarity required to be a truly effective guide for others. Your wholeness is the greatest gift you can ever offer to the world, as you can only lead others as far as you have been willing to go yourself. Perhaps the most difficult and most important skill for the aspiring healer to master is the art of setting and maintaining healthy energetic boundaries. As an empath, your default setting is to merge your energy field with others, but this can be incredibly detrimental to your well-being. You must learn to differentiate between what is your energy and what belongs to someone else. This involves practices like energetic shielding, where you visualize a protective bubble of light around you and consciously choosing not to take on the emotional burdens of others. Setting boundaries is not a selfish act. It is an act of profound self-love and wisdom that allows you to remain a clear and powerful channel for healing without sacrificing your own health and vitality in the process. The path of the healer can often be a lonely one. Your unique sensitivities and profound perception of the world can make you feel deeply misunderstood by those around you. You see and feel things that others do not, and it can be difficult to find people with whom you can share your experiences without fear of judgment or dismissal. This sense of isolation is a common part of the journey, designed to encourage you to turn inward and develop a strong, unshakable connection to your own inner guidance system and to the divine. It is in this sacred solitude that you learn to trust your own intuition, to find strength in your connection to spirit, and to become a sovereign being who does not require external validation for your path or your gifts. As you begin to consciously embrace your calling, it is vital to create daily rituals that support your energetic system. This could begin with a simple morning practice of grounding, where you visualize roots extending from your feet deep into the earth, anchoring your energy and releasing any negativity. You might incorporate meditation to quiet your mind and connect with your higher self, or journaling to process the emotions you've absorbed throughout the day. These rituals are not just routines, they are sacred acts of self-preservation and devotion to your path. They create a stable, energetic foundation that allows you to navigate the world with greater ease, clarity, and resilience, ensuring you are always operating from a place of centeredness and power. Creating a sacred space in your home is another powerful tool for the healer. This doesn't need to be an entire room. It can be a small corner, an altar, or even just a comfortable chair. This is your sanctuary, a place where you can go to recharge, meditate, and connect with the divine without interruption. You can fill this space with items that feel spiritually uplifting to you, such as crystals, candles, incense, sacred texts, or images that inspire you. The act of creating and maintaining this sacred space sends a powerful message to the universe and to your own subconscious that you are serious about your spiritual path and committed to prioritizing your energetic well-being, making it a powerful anchor for your daily practice. Pay close attention to the foods you eat, as your sensitive system is highly affected by the vibrational quality of your diet. As a healer, you will likely find yourself naturally drawn to clean, whole foods that are full of life force energy, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, and away from processed foods, excessive sugar, and heavy meats that can clog your energetic channels and lower your vibration. Think of food not just as fuel for your body, but as energetic information that you are integrating into your being. Listening to your body's innate wisdom and choosing foods that make you feel light, clear, and vibrant is a simple yet profound way to support your healing work and maintain the clarity of your energetic field. The journey of the healer is not about acquiring external knowledge, but about remembering the innate wisdom that already resides within your soul. However, exploring different healing modalities can help you find the language and the techniques that best resonate with your unique energetic signature. You might feel called to study Reiki to learn how to consciously channel universal life force energy, or perhaps you'll be drawn to herbalism, sound healing, or shamanic practices. Allow your intuition to guide you. The right path for you will feel like coming home, a system that gives structure and form to the healing abilities that have always been a natural part of who you are, empowering you to use your gifts with greater confidence and intention. One of the most important steps in integrating your healing path is to find your soul tribe. These are the other like-minded individuals who understand your journey because they are on a similar path themselves. Connecting with a community of fellow healers provides an invaluable source of support, validation, and encouragement. It gives you a safe space to share your experiences, ask questions, and learn from the wisdom of others. In a world that often dismisses the reality of energy and intuition, having a tribe that sees and honors your gifts is essential for your growth and well-being. It reminds you that you are not alone, and that you are part of a larger global movement of lightworkers who are here to assist in the planet's collective awakening. As you become more confident in your abilities, you will be called to share your gifts with others, but it is crucial to do so from a place of overflow, not depletion. This means learning to give from the saucer, not from the cup itself. Your primary responsibility is to keep your own cup full through dedicated self-care and spiritual practice. When your cup is overflowing with love, light, and vitality, the excess naturally spills out into the saucer to be shared with others without ever draining your core essence. This mindset shifts you from being a martyr to being a sustainable and joyful beacon of light, allowing you to serve others for a lifetime without succumbing to the debilitating effects of burnout and compassion fatigue. As you step more fully onto this path, learn to work consciously with the four elements, earth, water, air, and fire, as powerful allies in your healing work. Use the earth element for grounding and stability by walking barefoot on the grass or soil. Use the water element for emotional cleansing by taking salt baths or spending time near rivers and oceans. Use the air element for mental clarity through breathwork and meditation. Use the fire element for transformation and passion by lighting a candle with intention or sitting by a bonfire to release what no longer serves you. By harmonizing with these fundamental forces of nature, you can amplify your healing abilities and maintain a state of elemental balance within your own being. Trusting your intuition is the cornerstone of the healer's path. Your intuition is your spiritual compass, the voice of your higher self guiding you in every moment. It speaks to you through gut feelings, subtle nudges, sudden insights, and a clear sense of knowing that transcends logic. The world may have taught you to doubt this inner guidance in favor of rational thought, but as a healer, you must learn to make your intuition your most trusted advisor. The more you listen to and act upon its guidance, the stronger and clearer it will become. This unwavering trust in your inner wisdom will allow you to navigate your path with grace, to make decisions that are in perfect alignment with your soul's purpose, and to offer the most potent and authentic healing to others. Embracing your identity as a healer is not about claiming a title or adopting a persona. It is about accepting the fundamental truth of who you are. It is an acknowledgement of your sensitivity as a superpower and your compassion as your greatest strength. This acceptance is a profound act of self-love that liberates you from the years of feeling flawed or different. It allows you to stand in your power, to honor your unique gifts, and to consciously participate in the sacred work you came here to do. It is a homecoming to your true self, a moment of profound clarity where you realize that every single experience of your life has been perfectly preparing you for this path of service, love, and light. Remember that the ultimate goal of a healer is not to fix anyone or to take away their pain. True healing is about empowerment. Your role is to hold a high vibrational space of unconditional love and acceptance, which acts as a catalyst for others to activate their own innate healing capabilities. You are a guide, a facilitator, a Waishwar who reminds people of their own sovereignty and their connection to the divine source of healing within themselves. By seeing the wholeness and perfection in others, even when they cannot see it in themselves, you help them to remember who they truly are, and that is the most profound and lasting form of healing there is. You are not giving them your light, you are simply reminding them how to turn on their own. The journey forward is one of continuous unfolding, learning, and growth. Your path as a healer is not a destination you arrive at, but a lifelong commitment to your own evolution and the evolution of consciousness on the planet. There will be moments of doubt and times of great challenge, but your calling will always be the anchor that holds you steady. It is a sacred contract your soul made before you ever came into this life, a promise to be a beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs it. Know that you are supported by a vast team of unseen helpers, your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, who are cheering you on every step of the way, ready to offer their guidance and assistance whenever you ask for it. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your sacred instrument. Your empathy is not a burden, it is your divine compass. The deep ache you feel to soothe the suffering of the world is the unmistakable call of your soul's highest purpose. Step onto this path with courage, humility, and an open heart, for you are a healer. Your presence is a gift, your touch is a blessing, and your love is the medicine that will help mend the heart of humanity. This is your mission, this is your purpose, this is the healer's path, and you were born to walk it. The world has been waiting for you.